A pleasant good afternoon and welcome to War Memorial Stadium for New South Athletic Conference baseball action between the Apprentice School Builders and the Virginia State Trojans right here on Builders Stream YouTube. Walker McCreary, producer engineer Dave Davenport here in the press box at War Memorial Stadium getting set for first pitch coming from that man, the freshman Nick Redmond, 8-1 on the year. Is Nick in 11 starts, 13 appearances. He has a save as well. His ERA 2.23, a very impressive start to his collegiate career. And actually just announced an hour ago, was looking this up, Nick Redmond named the pitcher of the year in the New South Athletic Conference. Talk a lot about all those selections to the all-conference team as we get going. First, let's take a look at the batting lineup for Virginia State. David Johnson will lead things off, followed by Norman Jackson and Teron Hammond. Liam Simpson, Dawson Hawk, Christian Henderson, Markeith Beckett, Ryan Messer, and Avante Banks, 7, 8, and 9. David Johnson will lead things off for the Trojans. First pitch outside for ball one just before the top of the hour. We're underway. One-oh pitches in for a strike. 1-1 is the count. Bunted. Redmond fields. Throw to first is in time. And that's out number one.
Number 6, Norman Jackson.
Brings up Norman Jackson. Builders with a number of all-conference honorees. We'll talk about Redmond mostly here in this half of the inning as that first pitch missed high, ball one. Redmond 8-1 so far this year, 64 2/3 innings of work, 84 strikeouts, 11.7 per 9 innings pitched. That's in for a strike. 2-1. Now a 3-1 count as Redmond pitching to Norman Jackson. Lefty-righty matchup out of the windup. The pitch. Shot to short. Cam Weston's there, but he can't field it cleanly.
The shortstop, number 1, Teron.
An error on Weston, and that will bring up the New South Athletic Conference Player of the Year in Teron Hammond. Sophomore shortstop from Tappahannock, Virginia, enters today, 322. 32 runs scored, 16 RBI. He's drawn 34 walks. Get this, 59 2/3 innings of work on the mound as well, 3-2 with 4 saves. That's well done. First pitch of ball, 1-0. Hunter Johnson for the Builders, as well as Riggs Ellis, and of course Nick Redmond on the first team for the Builders. Second team honorees for Apprentice, Bryce Post, Cam Weston, Nate Yeary. Virginia State led, of course, by Hammond, the player of the year in the league. Ricky Jones, also a first teamer. Joe Hastings, Liam Simpson, second teamers. So a big congratulations goes out to those that earned all conference honors. 2-1 count. Swung on and missed. The count goes full. High pop up. Back with you here at War Memorial Stadium. A 2-run homer just hit by second teamer on the all-conference team, Liam Simpson, to left center. We apologize for the technical difficulties. When the streaming software crashes, there's nothing you can do. And that's exactly what happened. But it's now 2-0, both runs unearned, as the designated hitter Dawson Hawk will now stand in for Virginia State. This one sent high into shallow right field. Braxton Wallace trying to get there. Can't get there in time. It'll drop in for a base hit. As Virginia State, 18-26 on the year, 1-9 in New South Athletic Conference play, trying to get their second win over the Builders this season. That's their only win in conference action this year. First pitch to Christian Henderson's in for a strike, 0-1. 2 down as Redmond trying to get out of the inning, limiting the damage. Ball 1. We'll talk a lot about the conference tournament this upcoming weekend over the course of this doubleheader, as that's fouled away, 1 and 2. Matchups for Friday's opening round already set, a double elimination tournament to be held at Virginia State over the course of the weekend. 1-2 pitch, just missed, 2 and 2. Henderson's worked all the way back for a full count. Means Dawson Hawk's going to get a jump start at first. There he goes. That caught the inside corner, strike 3, and Redmond gets out of the jam here in the first. But 2 runs, both unearned, give Virginia State a 2-0 lead. Here's a look at their batting lineup as it stands. Check that the Apprentice School's batting lineup. You'll see Riggs Ellis set to lead things off. Cam West and Hunter Johnson 2 and 3. Harmon will bat cleanup. Caleb Russell, Matt Phoebus. Justin Bradshaw will bat 7th. Isaac McAllister in the 8th spot. And Braxton Wallace will be in right field for the Builders. Virginia State getting warmed up. You see their pitcher, Jody Morris, 0 and 2 on the year. His stat line looks like this. 8 appearances. This is first start of 2023. 16 1/3 innings of work, 20 earned runs off 33 hits, 9 strikeouts, 11 walks. Batters hitting near 500 off of him this year. So if you're a Builders fan, that's a good sign to see. As trying to come back in this one. Already down 2-0 are the Builders, but plenty of time left in this 7-inning game. We'll get the Virginia State defensive lineup right now. Be Johnson, Simpson, and Beckett from left to right in the outfield. You see on the corners Henderson and Banks, with Hammond and Jackson up the middle. Messer behind the plate to complete the battery. So let's see what the Builders can do here offensively, as Riggs Ellis will lead things off, the designated hitter for the homestanding Builders. First pitch, high and tight, ball one. Tied for 7th in the latest USCAA coaches poll that came out a week ago tomorrow. Swung on and missed there by Riggs, 1-1. Builders locked into the 3 seed in this weekend's conference tournament. They will take on MacU in the opening round Friday afternoon, 3 p.m. at Virginia State. Riggs right back up the middle. The shortstop, Hammond, tries to make the play. He's unable to really corral it. That'll be a base hit, as that's a tough play even for the conference player of the year. And that brings up Cam Weston. So Morris going to work out of the stretch really quickly. Weston, high fly ball to right field. Drifting over is Beckett. He'll make the play shy of the foul line for out number 1 to bring up Hunter Johnson. Johnson's bat has been on fire as of late. Enough to earn him a first-team all-conference bid. See if he can keep it going here in this one. First pitch, outside, ball 1. Virginia State playing him to pull. Not quite a full shift on the infield, but definitely shifted in the outfield. That's in for a strike, 1-1. Hunter can poke one down the left field line. Could be a triple. Pickoff attempt. Riggs back easily. The 1-1. That's in for a strike, 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes. That missed outside, 2-2. Fouled away as Riggs was off with the pitch. Trying to get a jump start towards second base. You can see the shift out in the outfield is that with this angle that we've got here, center fielder playing toward right center, left fielder playing underneath the scoreboard, shortstop almost behind second base. The 2-2. Fouled away. Two balls, 2 strikes. Another pickoff attempt, and Riggs was caught leaning. Did he get the tag? Yes, he did. So Ellis out on the pickoff attempt. And now Johnson, a 2-2 count with 2 away in the inning. The pitch. Outside, counts full. Payoff pitch. Lined into right field, through for a base hit. So Johnson keeps the inning alive.
First baseman, number 14, Jeremy Harmon.
That'll bring up Jeremy Harmon. To third, backhanded by Henderson. Long throw in plenty of time. And that'll end the inning. We're through 1 complete. Trojans 2, Builders nothing here on Builders Stream U2.
How much you earn has a lot to do with how much you learn. That's why Bayport Credit Union is again investing in your continued education. Through our Bayport Foundation, we're giving $100,000 in tuition assistance to area high school seniors, college students, and working adults attending a university, trade, or vocational school. Everyone deserves to be happy, healthy, and financially wise. Visit bayportcu.org to learn more.
I am Fatima Medina and I work for HII, building the most powerful ships in the U.S. Navy. The digital technology I use is a generational change in the way that we build ships, making the construction of aircraft carriers more efficient. Plus, I get to work with veterans. Thanks to them, we all have our freedom and we need to work hard to keep it. I am Fatima Medina and I work for HII.
Here's a look at the Builder defensive lineup today as it stands. Phoebus, McAllister, Wallace from left to right across the infield. Johnson and Harmon man the corners. Weston and Bradshaw up the middle. Caleb Russell behind the plate, catching up. That's Matt Phoebus out in left field. So here's Markeith Beckett, 7-8-9 due up for the Trojans here in the second. First pitch, high pop, foul ground, and Harmon will see it out. 0-1. This time grounded to the left side, just out of the reach of Cam Weston, through for a base hit.
The catcher, number 14, Ryan Messer.
So Ryan Messer, the next up to bat for the Trojans. Redmond from the stretch. First pitch, fouled away. Runner was moving. As Virginia State trying to get some momentum heading into the weekend. The 0-1, shot into center. McAllister has a beat on it, makes the play. For the first out of the inning, bringing up Avante Banks. Runner moving. Russell throws down to the wrong side of the base. Otherwise, probably get the out there. His first pitch was a ball. So Beckett steals second. Runner in scoring position now for the Trojans. A 1-0 count now on Banks, the 9-hole hitter. That's in for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. Redmond from the stretch delivers. Missed high. 2-1. Swung on and missed. 2-2. Delivery's high and away. Count goes full. High pop up right side, fouled out of play. We'll do the full count once more. Three-two count. The pitch off the handle, shallow left center, down for a hit. Rounding third and then hanging tight was Beckett. So runners now on the corners for David Johnson. Redmond trying to get settled in here. Way out in front of that was Johnson. He bounces it foul. Grounded out his first time out. Runner moving. And Harmon's throw off line. Banks steals second. And now the infield will play in for the Builders. Try and cut down a potential run here with 1 out. Ball outside, 1-1. High and out of play, 1-2, and Johnson feels like he just missed that one. And now Ben Jones out to the mound to have a word with Nick. Two 2-0 Virginia State. They're looking to tack on more. See the home plate umpire going to break up the meeting on the mound. 1-2 count on David Johnson. A ground ball, and we'll see how aggressive Virginia State is on the bases. High pop up, shallow right field. Going back is Bradshaw. Wallace comes in, makes the catch just shy of the infield. 2 away now for Norman Jackson, who reached on an error his first time up. So the Builders just a ground ball away from potentially getting out of this thing without surrendering another run. First pitch missed just a bit inside. 1-0. Grounded to second. Bradshaw can't get his glove on it. It's through for a base hit. 1 run scores. McAllister's throw cut off. 2 runs score. And the Trojans take a 4-0 lead.
The shortstop, number 1, Teron Hammond.
And that brings up Teron Hammond. As Virginia State having their way here in this first game today. This one sent towering fly ball to center. McAllister on his horse to the track, and it hits off the base of the wall. Fields shy of the warning track, throws it in, cut off. And Norman Jackson was not running very quickly as he thought that ball was out of here. And he'll be stuck at third base as he gets held up there on the double.
The center fielder, number 16, Liam Simpson.
And that brings up the home run hitter, Liam Simpson. First pitch to Simpson off the handle down the right field line. It's fair. Lands in fair ground. 2 runs will score on the double. And it's 6-0.
The designated hitter, number 4, Dawson Hawk.
And Dawson Hawk will now come up to the plate. All Trojans here early from War Memorial Stadium. First pitch right down the middle, strike 1. You see Simpson dancing around at second base, trying to get into the head of Redmond. Shot to center. Down in front of McAllister for a base hit, rounding third and heading home. The throw will be up the line, and the run will score on the single. It's 7-0.
Third baseman, number 10, Christian Henderson.
Virginia State just hitting any and everything. As Aiden Henry will now trot out to the bullpen to start getting loose. First pitch to Henderson, swung on and missed, 0-1. The 0-1. In the dirt. Russell keeps it in front, ball and a strike. Missed outside, 2-1. Foul away, 2-2. Builders a strike away from being out of it. Bryce Post runs out to the bullpen as well. Outside, count runs full. Payoff pitch, runner moving. And the ball goes inside. Able to hold back the swing was Henderson. And now the Trojans have batted around, and Markeith Beckett will stand in. Single to lead off the inning. Grounder toward third is foul. 0-1. Seven nothing Trojans, as they have had their way with the INSAC pitcher of the year, Nick Redmond. To right center, that's going to go all the way and hit the wall in the air. One run will score. Rounding third and heading home is Henderson. Throw cut off, and it's two more runs for the Trojans. 9-0 Virginia State. And now just looks like biding a little bit of time for Aiden Henry. And that will be it for Nick Redmond. Redmond's day is done. We'll take a break, introduce you to the new Builder pitcher after this on Builder Stream YouTube.
The thing that sets Worley's apart is that our people here truly care. They're here because they love their jobs and they want to learn more.
What I like about Worley's is the people, the team I work with every day.
My favorite thing about working at Worley's is that it's more like a family. I mean, it is work, but it's not.
They actually treat me like a person and not a number. And this is the first company where I really feel like I belong.
Here at Worley's, it's a great atmosphere. They really care about the customers, really care about the employees. We do whatever we got to do to make the job right.
Like the team, everybody's a team player. All about doing the right thing for the customer, taking pride in your work. It's just overall a great company to work for.
You know, we really do have an awesome set of guys. It's kind of cool. We got a great team. We have fun together, from my plumbers to my air conditioning guys to my crawl space guys. Everybody works together as a team. They're just phenomenal.
We have training programs. We like it when people come in, they don't really know what they want to do, and we're able to help them find a trade and do things such as like a paid-for apprenticeship programs for HVAC, plumbing, electrical. We've sent people as far as Texas, to also doing them here locally. We just truly like to see our people grow and succeed and get to the next step of their career. We want people here who truly aspire to be the best in their fields.
New pitcher into the game for the Builders is Aiden Henry. Freshman lefty, 5-1 on the year and 11 appearances, 6 of which were starts. 35 2/3 innings of work. 27 strikeouts to 11 walks. ERA at 8.07. He will try and figure out this Virginia State lineup as Nick Redmond exits after just 1 2/3 innings of work. Faced 16 batters. And his book not yet closed. He gave up 9 hits, struck out 1, walked 1. But just never seemed like he had his stuff today. As Messer will now step in with 2 away here in the second, excuse me. Off-speed pitch, found the zone, 0-1. Big sweeping curveball. That misses up and in, 1-1. Fastball low and away, 2-1. Runner on second is Beckett. Missed the inside corner, 3-1 the count. Three-one pitch. Fouled away. Count goes full. Three-two count. Fouled straight back. Just to the right of our broadcast position. Payoff pitch coming. Here it is. To short. Weston Fields throws to first in time. And the Builders get out of the inning. A 7 spot for the Trojans. We head to the bottom of the second. 9-0 Virginia State.
How much you earn has a lot to do with how much you learn. That's why Bayport Credit Union is again investing in your continued education. Through our Bayport Foundation, we're giving $100,000 in tuition assistance to area high school seniors, college students, and working adults attending a university, trade, or vocational school. Everyone deserves to be happy, healthy, and financially wise. Visit bayportcu.org to learn more.
I am Fatima Medina, and I work for HII, building the most powerful ships in the U.S. Navy. The digital technology I use is a generational change in the way that we build ships, making the construction of aircraft carriers more efficient. Plus, I get to work with veterans. Thanks to them, we all have our freedom and we need to work hard to keep it. I am Fatima Medina, and I work for HII.
So let's see what the Builders can do here in the second to try and chip away at this one. 9-0 as it's kind of gotten out of hand. Seven runs in the second inning. Now the Builders have scored double-digit runs in multiple innings this year. So it's not like this game's over by any stretch of the imagination, but got to get something going here because it is just a 7-inning game, and there is a second game. So regardless of anything that happens in this game, you got to turn around and play another one 30 minutes after this one comes to a close. So Caleb Russell will try and get something started here against Jody Morris, excuse me. First pitch caught the outside corner, strike one. The 0-1. Russell through the left side for a base hit. So that's a start. As Matt Phoebus will now stand in. Ball high to Phoebus, 1-0. Beautiful day for baseball here in the 757 as Phoebus sends one high and foul. 1-1. Some clouds in the area give some shade, but the sun is still out. Wind blowing pretty heavily out to center field. Ball outside, 2-1. See the flags there just whipping in the wind. In for a strike, 2-2. Phoebus to third. Henderson fields to second for one, but he couldn't make the play. Second baseman drops it. That's an error.
At the plate, the second baseman, number 18, Justin Bradshaw.
So that'll bring up Justin Bradshaw after the error on the second baseman, Jackson. And the Builders maybe putting something together here as Bradshaw fouls it away, 0-1. That's high and tight, 1-1. Second baseman today for the Builders. One caught the outside corner, 1-2. Fouled away. Bradshaw staying alive. The 1-2. Fouled back. Just over our broadcast position. Freshman from Poquoson. The 1-2. Sent to center. Simpson's got a beat on it and makes the play. Brings up Isaac McAllister. So Isaac, a freshman pipe fitter from West Virginia, will try and put something in play. First pitch is a strike, 0-1. You see Johnson out in left field playing very deep. So a grounder through the left side could send Russell toward the plate. That's a disengagement from Morris. One of the new rules in the NCAA with disengagement and pickoff attempts. Trying to speed up the contest a little bit. 1-1 now the count. You see that a lot in minor league baseball as well now. Speaking of which, the new automatic balls and strikes at the AAA level with the Norfolk Tides. First game that it will be used in Harbor Park is tonight. 6:35 first pitch is the Tides' best team in AAA. Or in the International League anyway. They take on the Durham Bulls as McAllister swings right through that one. 2 away now for Braxton Wallace. It's going to be very interesting to see how the automated balls and strikes works. Heard a couple of different things for how they're going to utilize that in AAA ball. As Braxton Wallace stands in, first pitch a ball, 1-0. Hit a 3-run bomb on senior day on Thursday, did Braxton. I've heard a couple of different ways that they plan on using the automatic balls and strikes. One is significantly better, in my opinion, than the other. That's high, 2-0. First way is that the quote-unquote robo-ump is going to call every pitch ball, strike, and the umpire behind home plate says exactly what it is, can only overrule if it's a swing and a miss. Because obviously the robo-ump is just tracking where the ball is in the strike zone. Grounded to short, booted it, did Hammond. And the throw not in time. That'll be an error. That brings up the top of the lineup in Riggs Ellis with 2 away. The second option that they're going to use this year, the home plate umpire will call balls and strikes just like normal. Each team will have 3 times in which they can challenge whether a pitch was a ball or a strike. 3 unsuccessful challenges is what I'm told. This is a high fly ball down the left field line. Johnson has a beat on it and makes the catch for out number 3. Builders lead the bases loaded. Talk more about automatic balls and strikes on the other side here on Builders Stream YouTube.
How much you earn has a lot to do with how much you learn. That's why Bayport Credit Union is again investing in your continued education. Through our Bayport Foundation, we're giving $100,000 in tuition assistance to area high school seniors, college students, and working adults attending a university, trade, or vocational school. Everyone deserves to be happy, healthy, and financially wise. Visit bayportcu.org to learn more.
I am Fatima Medina, and I work for HII, building the most powerful ships in the U.S. Navy. The digital technology I use is a generational change in the way that we build ships, making the construction of aircraft carriers more efficient. Plus, I get to work with veterans. Thanks to them, we all have our freedom, and we need to work hard to keep it. I am Fatima Medina, and I work for HII.
Back with you here at War Memorial Stadium, 9-0. Virginia State out in front here as we get ready to start the 3rd inning. Aiden Henry back out on the bump. Finishing the thought on automatic balls and strikes. Each team would have 3 times that they can be unsuccessful in challenging the call of a pitch from the home plate umpire over the course of a 9-inning game, which I think is a great way to do it because you keep the humanness of umpires in the game, which is what the game was built around. But number one, you get accountability on the umpires. They can't just call a ball that's clearly a strike and vice versa. Because that's the thing about it. The batter can challenge. The pitcher can also challenge. As Avante Banks will lead off the 3rd against Aiden Henry. First pitch roped into center. McAllister coming on makes the catch for out number 1. I mean, think of all the times that you've seen a full count pitch and you're watching on TV and the ball's clearly on the outside corner over the plate and ball 4 is called. Well, a pitcher can challenge that now. Same thing with a batter, a 3-2 count. Pitch is pretty well outside, but it's called strike 3. A batter can challenge it and get the walk. But there's also accountability on the coaches to not use it every time because you only get 3 unsuccessful challenges in a game. So if the automatic balls and strikes thing says it's a strike and you're challenging, hoping that it's a ball, there's one of your strikes. 3 strikes and you're out of challenges. Ball outside, 1-1. It's the same kind of idea that the NFL has. If you throw the challenge and you win, you get to take that challenge flag and put it right back in your back pocket. Same thing at the NBA level, and same thing really at the major league level for other plays, fair foul, whether somebody's out at a base, some of those other things that have been challengeable plays. Three-one count. So it'll be interesting to see over the course of this week how it all works at Harbor Park. Three-one count. Here's the pitch, and that's ball 4. So Johnson draws the walk, and Norman Jackson will stand in. Tides have already played 6 games with it. They were at Charlotte this past week, so it's not the first time that these teams are seeing automated balls and strikes like it was last week. Just the first time for Norfolk fans to see it in person. The International League planning to use both methods of the automated balls and strikes as it's being used as a trial for the MLB. I believe the International League as a whole is going to make the determinations on which way that they will use the automated balls and strikes for each game, as pickoff attempt not successful there for Aiden. So the teams would know in advance which way that the ABS system will be used. It's not just going to be a Norfolk gets to use or gets to choose at Norfolk home games and Omaha at Omaha home games. I think it's going to be predetermined by the league. Ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch, and that's low. 2-2. Pitch. Missed outside just barely, and the count runs full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. And that caught the outside corner, strike 3. Jackson down looking, now 2 away for the NSAC Player of the Year, Teron Hammond. Aiden Henry trying to work out of the inning and sit the Trojans down scoreless. This one over Braxton Wallace's head will one hop against the wall. Rounding third and heading home is Johnson, and Johnson will come in, losing the batting gloves out of the back pocket as he comes in off the double, and it's 10-0. Trojans in front. And here comes Liam Simpson, who's batted in every inning, and he's already halfway to the cycle. He's got the home run and the double. First pitch, sweeping curveball in for a strike. 0-1. Another curveball. It's in the dirt. 1-1 the count. 10 runs off 10 hits and a pair of errors for Virginia State. No runs off 3 hits and an error for the Builders. So it's been all VSU. To second, and Bradshaw can't get there. Base hit up the middle will score another run for Virginia State, making it 11-0. That'll bring Dawson Hawk to the plate. First pitch in for a strike to the designated hitter, 0-1. Henry deals high. A ball and a strike. So Simpson with the single, the double, and the home run so far in this game. Fouled away, 1-2. He is hitting the ball extremely well, that man, Simpson. Curveball just misses. 2-2. Hawk 2 for 2 on the day, pair of singles. That missed inside, counts full. Payoff pitch coming. Roped into left for a base hit. Simpson will hang on second as the inning continues. And Christian Henderson will step in. Jake Tiller out in the bullpen for the Builders. First pitch in for a strike to Christian Henderson, who's walked so far today. He's 0 for 1. It's in the dirt, 1-1. Breaking ball in for a strike, 1-2. Trying to get out of the inning. And they do. Swung on and missed. And the inning comes to a close. 2 runs off 3 hits and 2 left for the Trojans. We head to the bottom of the third, 11-0 VSU.
How much you earn has a lot to do with how much you learn. That's why Bayport Credit Union is again investing in your continued education. Through our Bayport Foundation, we're giving $100,000 in tuition assistance to area high school seniors, college students, and working adults attending a university, trade, or vocational school. Everyone deserves to be happy, healthy, and financially wise. Visit bayportcu.org to learn more.
I am Fatima Medina, and I work for HII, building the most powerful ships in the U.S. Navy. The digital technology I use is a generational change in the way that we build ships, making the construction of aircraft carriers more efficient. Plus, I get to work with veterans. Thanks to them, we all have our freedom, and we need to work hard to keep it. I am Fatima Medina, and I work for HII.
Cam Weston will lead things off for the Builders here in the third inning. 2-3-4 due up against Jody Morris, who is having himself a pretty good day. Allowed just 3 hits over 2 innings. This one a high pop-up, shallow right center field. Coming on and making the catch is Simpson for out number 1, bringing up Hunter Johnson.
To the plate, the third baseman, number 21, Hunter Johnson.
Hunter 1 for 1 on the day. Got a base hit back in the first. First pitch to him outside, ball 1. Fouled away. Ball and strike. Virginia State 11 runs off 12 hits. Johnson a little late there, fouls it away 1-2. Ball and 2 strikes. Outside, 2-2. High fly ball to left. Johnson has a beat on it and makes the play. For out number 2, bringing up Jeremy Harmon.
Number 14, Jeremy Harmon.
First pitch to Harmon, a ball, 1-0. It's outside, 2-0. Two away here in the third. Builders still looking for their first run. Harmon sends this one high into left center. Wind whipping this one around, and the catch will be made by Simpson for out number 3. 3 up, 3 down go the Builders in the third. We head to the fourth. Still 11-0 Trojans here on Builder Stream YouTube.
How much you earn has a lot to do with how much you learn. That's why Bayport Credit Union is again investing in your continued education. Through our Bayport Foundation, we're giving $100,000 in tuition assistance to area high school seniors, college students, and working adults attending a university, trade, or vocational school. Everyone deserves to be happy, healthy, and financially wise. Visit bayportcu.org to learn more.
I am Fatima Medina, and I work for HII, building the most powerful ships in the U.S. Navy. The digital technology I use is a generational change in the way that we build ships, making the construction of aircraft carriers more efficient. Plus, I get to work with veterans. Thanks to them, we all have our freedom, and we need to work hard to keep it. I am Fatima Medina, and I work for HII.
Aiden Henry back to work for the Builders here in the fourth. As Markeith Beckett, Ryan Messer, and Avante Banks due up here in the inning. Last time these three led off or were due up for an inning, Virginia State put 7 on the board. And time called. First pitch from Henry, grounded to second. Bradshaw fields, throws to first, low throw. Harmon scoops it off the turf. For out number 1, bringing up Ryan Messer. Messer's first pitch fouled away, 0-1. Oh, 1 count on Ryan Messer. That's a bit high, 1-1. Fly ball to right center. Wallace on his horse, and he can't get there. In for a double. Messer is aboard with 1 away now for Avante Banks. First pitch to Banks. Down the right field line, and it is foul. Nothing in 1. Off speed, high and in, 1-1. Swung and missed. Ball and 2 strikes. It's Virginia State having their way here in the first half of this twin bill to wrap up the regular season for both squads. Two and two. Two-two pitch. Off speed, right back to Henry. He'll throw over to first to get the for sure out. Messer moves up to third on the play, and that brings up David Johnson. First pitch to Johnson, well out in front and fouled it away into the Trojan dugout. The 0-1. Missed low and away. Ball and a strike. As I mentioned earlier, Builders just looking to build some momentum into the second half of the doubleheader. Bounces in, 2-1. Just missed below the knees. Three-one count on the leadoff hitter Johnson. That's in for a strike. Count runs full. Payoff pitch coming. Fouled off at the plate. We'll do it again. Three-two pitch. Cue shot to short. Weston Fields throw offline. Run scores.
Second baseman number 6, Norman Jackson.
On the error. Norman Jackson will now stand in as the Trojans have their 12th run of the day. Two-0 count as Johnson advances on the wild pitch. Kept in front. 3-0 count. And it's a 4-pitch walk issued to Jackson. Time being called by Ben Jones. And we'll see if Aiden has thrown his last pitch. He has. New pitcher coming into the game for the Builders. We'll introduce him to you on the other side here on Builders Stream U2.
How much you earn has a lot to do with how much you learn. That's why Bayport Credit Union is again investing in your continued education. Through our Bayport Foundation, we're giving $100,000 in tuition assistance to area high school seniors, college students, and working adults attending a university, trade, or vocational school. Everyone deserves to be happy, healthy, and financially wise. Visit bayportcu.org to learn more.
I am Fatima Medina and I work for HII, building the most powerful ships in the U.S. Navy. The digital technology I use is a generational change in the way that we build ships, making the construction of aircraft carriers more efficient. Plus, I get to work with veterans. Thanks to them, we all have our freedom and we need to work hard to keep it. I am Fatima Medina and I work for HII.
New pitcher into the game for the Builders, Jake Tiller. Junior rigger from Portsmouth and Churchland High School. 7 appearances all out of the bullpen, 0-2 on the year, 10 1/3 innings of work. 11 runs off 11 hits, 14 strikeouts, 14 walks. Book not yet closed on Aiden Henry, although he pitched valiantly out there. 2 innings of work, just 4 hits, a pair of walks, a pair of strikeouts. But he is responsible for both runners on base. Virginia State, this is the difference in this game. Trojans are 10 of 14 with 2 outs. 10 of 19 with runners on, 6 of 11 with runners in scoring position. Builders, those same categories, 1 of 5 with 2 outs, 0 of 7 with runners on base, 0 of 4 with runners in scoring position. First pitch to the Conference Player of the Year, Teron Hammond's in for a strike, 0-1. So Tiller trying to get out of the inning. With the Trojans' least amount scored in an inning so far today. Just 1 at this point. That's in for a strike, 1-2. The 1-2 pitch. Chopper back to Tiller. Fields off 2 hops, throws to first in time, and the inning comes to a close. Builders hold the Trojans to 1. We head to the bottom of the 4th. It's 12-0 Virginia State in front.
The thing that sets Worley's apart is that our people here truly care. They're here because they love their jobs and they want to learn more.
What I like about Worley's is the people, the team I work with every day.
My favorite thing about working at Worley's is that it's more like a family. I mean, it is work, but it's not.
They actually treat me like a person and not a number. And this is the first company where I really feel like I belong.
Here at Worley's, it's a great atmosphere. They really care about the customers, really care about the employees. We do whatever we got to do to make the job right.
Like the team, everybody's a team player. All about doing the right thing for the customer, taking pride in your work. It's just overall a great company to work for.
You know, we really do have an awesome set of guys. It's kind of cool. We got a great team. We have fun together, from my plumbers to my air conditioning guys to my crawl space guys. Everybody like works together as a team. They're just phenomenal.
We have training programs. We like it when people come in and they don't really know what they want to do, and we're able to help them find a trade and do things such as like a paid-for apprenticeship programs for HVAC, plumbing, electrical. We've sent people as far as Texas to also doing them here locally. We just truly like to see our people grow and succeed and get to the next step of their career. We want people here who truly aspire to be the best in their fields.
Russell, Phoebus, Bradshaw due up for the Builders in the fourth. Trying to get something going against Jody Morris, who has pitched lights out here. Russell 1 for 1 on the day and fouls that first pitch off. Nothing and 1 the count. To short. Hammond bobbles it, but still has plenty of time. Throws him out at first for out number 1. Brings up Matt Phoebus.
Number 8, Matt Phoebus.
Phoebus 0 for 1. Ropes one into left, the first pitch he sees for a base hit. So Phoebus aboard here in the fourth as Justin Bradshaw will step in. First pitch to Bradshaw, in for a strike, 0-1. Off the handle, shallow center. That's easily played by Simpson. 2 away now for McAllister.
Center fielder, number 13, Isaac McAllister.
McAllister to center. That's going to get down in front of Simpson. For the base knock, Phoebus up to second and brings up Braxton Wallace.
Now batting the right fielder, number 11, Braxton Wallace.
First pitch to Braxton, in for a strike, 0-1. Riggs Ellis waits on deck, hoping to get an opportunity here in the fourth. Swing and a miss, 0-2. High and tight, 1-2. The 1-2 pitch coming. Here it is. Wallace fouls it straight back. It's off the roof of the press box. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Well, a disengagement first for Morris. Checked swing, fouled away. Isn't that kind of day for the Builders? Phoebus takes his lead off second. Wallace, a long foul ball. Hits off the newly constructed party patio. And goes into the parking lot. The 1-2. Breaking ball. Wallace got out of the way. 2-2. Peninsula Pilots games get started up here at War Memorial Stadium in the very near future. As that's ball 3, runners will get a head start. Pilots actually open up the season against Tri-City on June 1st right here at War Memorial Stadium. Play 4 of the first 7 at home as Wallace swings through that and misses for out number 3. We head to the 5th. 12-0 Trojans out in front here on Builder Stream U2.
How much you earn has a lot to do with how much you learn. That's why Bayport Credit Union is again investing in your continued education. Through our Bayport Foundation, we're giving $100,000 in tuition assistance to area high school seniors, college students, and working adults attending a university, trade, or vocational school. Everyone deserves to be happy, healthy, and financially wise. Visit bayportcu.org to learn more.
I am Fatima Medina and I work for HII, building the most powerful ships in the U.S. Navy. The digital technology I use is a generational change in the way that we build ships, making the construction of aircraft carriers more efficient. Plus, I get to work with veterans. Thanks to them, we all have our freedom and we need to work hard to keep it. I am Fatima Medina and I work for HII.
Jake Tiller back out to work as Liam Simpson looking for a triple this time up to complete the cycle. He doesn't look the most fleet of foot, but when a cycle's on the line and you get something that you might can stretch into a triple, you might find an extra gear. One ball, no strikes as Tiller tries to figure out a way to sit down Simpson for the first time today. Two-0 count. Skied right side. Giving chase is Wallace, and he will call everyone off and make the grab for out number 1. So that brings up Dawson Hawk. Tiller sat down the 2 batters he's faced thus far. First pitch fouled straight back to the DH Hawk. 3 for 3 on the day. Tiller's going to try and find a way to sit him down for the first time. One and two now the count. Chopped left side, just foul. Didn't miss going over the bag in fair ground by much. 1-2, well outside. 2-2. Another foul ball. Fouled back. Staying alive. Two balls, two strikes to Hawk. Now it's a full count. Three balls, two strikes. Missed outside. So Hawk draws a walk.
Third baseman, number 10, Christian Henderson.
And keeps his perfect day at the plate going, and that brings up Christian Henderson, who is 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. First pitch, a ball outside. Two and 0. Down the right field line. That's going to go foul. 2-1. High chopper, left side. Weston off 2 hops. Underhand toss to second to get the lead runner out. That's all they can get. As Henderson will reach on the fielder's choice, and that'll bring up Markeith Beckett.
Right fielder, number 28, Markeith Beckett.
Two for 3 on the day is Beckett. Fly ball to right. Wallace giving chase. And that ball's out of here. Lands in the Trojan bullpen. That puts another pair on the board. It's now 14-0 Virginia State. That brings up Ryan Messer.
The catcher, number 14, Ryan Messer.
into left center, and that's going to get down for a base hit. Messer will hold up at first.
The first baseman, number 2, Avante Banks.
It brings up Avante Banks. First pitch, first strike. 0-1 count. Third base side, fair ball. Hunter Johnson on the backhand. Long throw to first is in time. And that retires the side. Another 2-spot for the Trojans in the 5th. We head to the bottom half. Trojans up 2 touchdowns here on Builder Stream YouTube.
How much you earn has a lot to do with how much you learn. That's why Bayport Credit Union is again investing in your continued education. Through our Bayport Foundation, we're giving $100,000 in tuition assistance to area high school seniors, college students, and working adults attending a university, trade, or vocational school. Everyone deserves to be happy, healthy, and financially wise. Visit bayportcu.org to learn more.
I am Fatima Medina, and I work for HII, building the most powerful ships in the U.S. Navy. The digital technology I use is a generational change in the way that we build ships, making the construction of aircraft carriers more efficient. Plus, I get to work with veterans. Thanks to them, we all have our freedom, and we need to work hard to keep it. I am Fatima Medina, and I work for HII.
Top of the lineup due up for the Builders here in the 5th. Riggs Ellis will set foot in the batter's box first. Watches the pitch outside. On the outside corner, 1-1. Ball, 2-1. Jody Morris missed outside, 3-1. Ball 4. So Riggs draws the leadoff walk to bring up Cam Weston. First pitch to Cam, in for a strike. First time that Cam hasn't swung at the first pitch today. Second pitch, he sends high in the air to center. Simpson trying to get there and does. Had to make a late adjustment because of all that wind out there. It brings up Hunter Johnson. Hunter 1 for 2 on the day. Watches the first pitch outside, ball 1. Popped up left side. Could be trouble. Diving to try and make the play was Johnson. He's unable to get there and make sure he's okay. Oh, just laying there on the ground. He popped right back up. He didn't move there. It was a little scary for us up here in the booth. Hoped that he didn't land wrong and something happened, but he did hop right back up. It's a base hit. Riggs up to second, and Jeremy Harmon will now stand in. First pitch to Harmon inside, ball one. Two and 0. Now a 3-0 count on Harmon. Builders trying to get some runs across the board here in the fifth. And Harmon draws a 4-pitch walk. So the base is now loaded for Caleb Russell.
Now batting the catcher, number 9, Caleb Russell.
Russell 1 for 2. First pitch strike. Swung on and missed. 0-2. Ball high, 1-2. Russell through the right side. That's going to get in for a base hit. Everybody moves up 90 feet, and the Builders on the board.
At the plate, the left fielder, number 8, Matt Phoebus.
That'll bring up Matt Phoebus. First pitch, outside corner, strike one. Cue shot to the pitcher. Throws home for one. Throw to first is not in time. So Johnson cut down at the plate. Now with 2 outs, Justin Bradshaw.
The second baseman, number 18, Justin Bradshaw.
First pitch to Bradshaw in tight. 1-0. To third. Henderson Fields throws over to first, bounces in time. And that's the ball game. Virginia State 14-1 winners in game number 1 of this doubleheader. Game 2 about 30 minutes from now. Virginia State 14, Builders 1. We'll see you soon here on Builders Stream YouTube.